was really nice to see people tweaking it to their own well-being and to what works for them. That's all I ever want. I never want you to be like me. The whole point is journeying to your higher self, journeying to know yourself, to love yourself. Your journey and my journey. We're just in this big journey of life together. Okay? Welcome, family. If you're new here, my name is DGD, and this is the Love Journey, where we talk about our journeys through finding ourselves, loving ourselves, and all the lessons, all the breakdowns, breakthroughs, laughs, everything in between. Thank you for joining. Go ahead and subscribe. So today I am doing a recap of the fast that I shared on my Instagram. I also shared it here on YouTube. I went live, and it was to align myself with this solar eclipse and new moon in Libra that just happened on October 14th. And so I had got a download about doing a fast. I kind of had sat with it and decided that it was something that I could use to help manifest in my life by releasing and purging out the things that no longer need to be here. And so as I sat with myself and I sat with Spirit, I decided to do a 3-day fast, and I did that fast as a water only fast where I only drink water. I had black coffee, I had tea, and that was it for literally 72 hours, 3 whole days. I am filming this to give a recap of how everything went and how I'm feeling. I'll weigh myself because I am about 3 hours away from hitting the full 72 hours. So I have to go to bed because I work in the morning, but I wanted to go ahead and do the full recap of this. I have not eaten anything. No gum, no candy, no slip-ups and accidentally, like absolutely nothing. I've been very intentional about sticking to this because I wanted to, first off, be accountable for what I said I was going to do to the universe, to the divine, and I wanted to be accountable to myself and show myself that I have the mental strength and that I have the discipline to really see something like this through. I know for some people it could be really extreme, but it's actually a very healthy, beneficial thing that people do all the time, to fast for multiple days, just to kind of give your body a rest, give your digestive tract a rest from all of the food that we eat, and also to allow your body to like get rid of the old gunky cells and waste that sits within us on a daily basis. So, quick recap of my experience and a quick recap of breakthroughs. I'm going to step on the scale, and that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet, so bear with me, okay? Let's get into first the experience of fasting itself. So I'm not new to fasting in general. You guys have seen from some of the videos on my channel that I have done intermittent fasting before. I've done 1 meal a day before. I've done various little versions of what one would call fasting. And so for me, it's important to really say that I'm not just jumping straight in from not having some sort of relationship or understanding of my body and how to fast. So that's why I decided to do the water only fast, because I know that I am capable of withstanding long periods of time. So for me, the 72 hours has been difficult, don't get me wrong, but it has been possible only because I've already conditioned my body. Now, I'm not a healthcare professional, okay? I am not giving any medical advice about what's best for you. I'm just simply speaking on what was good for me and how I have conditioned my body to withstand this, okay? So day 1 for me was not bad. I decided to do the day before the new moon solar eclipse, the day of, and the day after, today being the day after. That was a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a weekend, which is actually perfect. Friday and Saturday I worked. So the first day it was pretty easy. I just got through work as usual. I came home and I was able to kind of do a little bit of reflecting, and I'll get into that in the next portion of the video as far as like my breakthroughs and the spiritual side of things, but I'm just touching on the physical right now. So with my routine and the things that I was doing, it kept me busy. I ended up taking a shower and just going to bed early that night. I can say that the first night I did toss and turn a little bit because I was hungry. So I would kind of wake up, go back to sleep, wake up and go back to sleep. But I did notice that my dreams were very vivid, and we'll get into that in the spiritual side of things. So for day 2, when I woke up and I went to work, it was a Saturday, so it's kind of a lighter day for us compared to the regular. So for me, I was able to kind of get through all of my spreadsheets, Excel workbooks, and sending out all my emails, and calculating production and everything like that just fine. I did need coffee, so for those of you who have caffeine, I would recommend definitely having like a caffeinated green black tea, something. I drank my coffee black. It was disgusting, but I did it. But yeah, I would say mentally I didn't experience any tiredness. I was very, very sensitive spiritually. I had a lot of clairvoyance, clairaudience, just hearing and seeing a lot of activity, spiritual activity. But again, I'll get into that in my spiritual side of things again. Saturday night when I came home, I was able to yet again sleep, and it was easier to get to sleep Saturday night. But when I woke up in the morning, I was so hungry. Like today, when I woke up, I was so hungry. And I think today has been a really difficult day for me because today is Sunday and I'm off. And I already knew that I would have to keep myself busy because, physically it's easier to not eat when you're working. But being at home, it was a little more difficult. I woke up, I had my coffee, I drank some water. I tried to keep myself busy with a few things that I had to do around the house. Again, in the spiritual side of things, I used this time very wisely, and I'll share with you guys what I did to do a lot of releasing, not just physically in the detox, but my mental, emotional, financial detox and everything like that. So I can say that today was difficult for me because I had to go grocery shopping. So my partner and I, we went to the grocery store and picked up a few things for like the next week. I was having a hard time in there, of course, because you're looking at all the food, smelling the food, all that good stuff, but I made it through. I did end up stopping by Wendy's for dinner, but I didn't eat. I ended up getting a Cobb salad and a sugar cookie, and I'm saving that for tomorrow, so it's already ready to go. When you do fast, you do need to break your fast and be careful about what you're eating. So you want to make sure you're not eating too many carbs or anything too heavy for your body to actually break down. Since it's been a while, you want to start light, so maybe something like a smoothie, or like a green juice, or some fresh fruit, vegetables, proteins. Those are the kind of things you want to break your fast with. However long you did it, whether you did it one day, whether you did it 3 days like me, whether you're doing it 5 days, whatever you're doing, you want to make sure before you start and after you finish, that you eat very light, easy things to digest. So yeah, right now I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. I can say I definitely feel hungry, but I know I'm gonna make it through. I have 3 hours left to go before I'm done. I don't know if I'm gonna eat exactly at 12 o'clock on the dot, because really I should be in bed, but I might not. I might try to push myself and see if I can make it through the night, and then just start tomorrow, start fresh with, coffee with creamer. Coffee with creamer. Can't wait for that. Look, I can't even think about anything else but coffee with creamer. I'll probably have a smoothie, like a peanut butter banana smoothie, and then if I don't eat this salad right now tonight, then I definitely will have my salad, my Cobb salad for lunch, my sugar cookie, because baby, gotta have a little bit of carbs, okay? And yeah, just kind of take it easy and see how I can maintain just being more mindful about how I eat and not using it as something to just distract me from my feelings or the things that I need to do, or just because someone's offering it to me. Okay, so let's get into the spiritual side. I mentioned this when I was live on Instagram, and I think I mentioned it when I was live here as well. For me, this was something that was meant to give me mental clarity. My intention with this new moon in general and with this solar eclipse was to solidify a spiritual wellness routine. There are many different parts to that I have gone in and kind of worked out as far as just wellness in general, because you have to remember wellness is not just what you eat, it's how you feel about yourself, it's how you take care of yourself, it's how you spend your money, how you save your money, how your home is, it's everything, right? How your relationships are. So for me, that was one thing. I wanted to have a really solid routine. And the other thing is connecting with my higher self and really balancing out my relationship with myself and the divine, with the universe, and coming in harmony. Okay, so with those intentions, I tried to be very mindful as I was detoxing, that I wanted to release a lot of the mental energy and the spiritual energy that I have been holding on to even before my trip to Georgia. Some ways that I did that: first and foremost, journaling every day. So every day I would get up, I would journal, and I would be sure to talk about all the nitty gritty about how irritated I felt when I watched my partner eat this or that, or how so-and-so had donuts at the office but I didn't eat any, like just really documenting what I experienced. But also deeper than that, I would go into really digging into what I was missing, my self-realization. I realized that a lot of my eating and my urge to eat comes out of convenience. Convenience meaning like just being in the car, it just being there. So really mindless eating, and also comfort and boredom, just because. And so I have this relationship with food where I'm not really present and mindful when I am eating. I love to eat, and I do enjoy like the taste and everything, and being present in that. But as far as like really thinking about how is this going to make me feel, and am I actually hungry, or do I just want to taste this, and the effects of the food that I eat, like I really realized I need to heal my relationship with that. Another thing that I did outside of journaling was actually pulling cards. So I would always pull cards. I would take the time to really sit with the divine and tap into my spiritual gifts. I actually spent a lot of time cleaning and clearing out my space. So like, for example, my closet, I spent time getting rid of shoes. I love my stuff, okay? I'm like, my grandma was kind of a hoarder. So I am like fighting the tendency, whatever, to hoard. But I got rid of some shoes and things, clothes, just kind of decluttered my closet. That was something that really needed to be done, I guess, spiritually and physically, right? Another thing is writing things out that you want to release, things that are holding you back, fears, and burning it, okay? Whether you have a fireplace or some sort of metal fire safe, container outside, just burning it, writing it out and burning it. Another thing that I experienced release through, I'm trying to like really think about everything. I got a lot of like spiritual downloads during this experience. I would say a lot of ideas came through to me very quickly, even within day one. And a lot of the things, though I'm not going to share everything, were things pertaining to my goals, even here with my YouTube channel and building a community of love and of, empowerment. I also got a lot of clarity in my gifts, like my visions. I noticed that my spiritual radar was heightened. I saw a lot more activity, and a lot of times I kind of try to block that out because it can be overwhelming. So I do know that that's something I need to work on, is fully accepting my gift and being open to my experience instead of like masking it and blocking it, which food can do that. Smoking, drinking, all of that stuff can do that. We forget that, okay? So I noticed I got a lot more visions. I definitely could hear more spiritual activity, hear from the divine, hear my higher self more clearly, knowing what I want and how to move for my highest good. I was able to kind of rearrange some things within my business. I was able to clear my calendar, because I've had my calendar closed for readings and things for a minute. I kind of just haven't opened up more space because I had all this time and energy. I was able to actually say, okay, let me open up my November readings, my calendar. So if anybody is interested, by the way, I never really promote this. I actually had stopped doing new clients for a while. I'll have to do a video about why, but I will be opening my November books. So if you're interested, there will be a link where you can submit a reading request form and see how you can fit it on my schedule. But yeah, I was able to pour into my business, pour into myself in that way. And I just, yeah, I had vivid dreams. Some things came up that I thought I was over that I realized I still need to work through. And just, yeah, deeper connection with spirit for sure. So I would say that that was helpful for me. And if you're able to do a day or 3 days really, that you will experience a huge strengthening in your own personal gifts and your own personal connection with your spirits, your guides, your ancestors. I've experienced a lot of breakthroughs. I even had some friends who decided to join me. Some decided to do half a day because that's all they could make. Because they felt lightheaded, they thought they was gonna pass out and all this other stuff. I had some friends who just do one day, you know, a whole day. I even had some friends who were just like, I don't think I want to do a full fast of only water. I'd rather just, you know, eat healthier or whatever the case may be. So I'm like, okay, it was really nice to see people tweaking it to their own well-being and to what works for them. That's all I ever want. I never want you to be like me. The whole point is journey into your higher self, journey in to know yourself, to love yourself, your journey and my journey. We're just in this big journey of life together. Okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and step on the scale real quick and let you guys know how much weight I lost. When I started this, I weighed myself Thursday night and I was 284 pounds. So I'm gonna go take off all these clothes and figure out how much I weigh. Oh, that's probably my bedtime alarm. Yes, bedtime. Manifest your dreams, honey, and rest. So let me go ahead and hurry up and be right back. All right, y'all. So I am back. Excuse me, I definitely got comfortable, took my bra off and all that, so don't mind me. But I just got off the scale and I'm honestly very shocked. I weighed in at 272. So that's 12 pounds, I want to say. Lost 12 pounds, 3 days. There's no way that can all be like physical food. That has to be mental. That has to be spiritual. That has to be burdens off of my shoulder. Like that has to be creative ideas and downloads that have just been stuck inside of me that I have not been moving on and acting on. That has to be more than just pounds, weight, food, fat. Like it has to be, okay? So again, I weighed in on Thursday night at 284 just now. I stepped on the scale. I weighed myself twice, y'all, okay? I weighed myself twice. Now, this was not about losing weight for me, so while I am happy about it, I definitely do think it speaks to the emotional, spiritual, mental side of detoxing and fasting. You know, these are my results. I don't know what yours would be, but I did not work out, okay? Normally I walk around my community where I work, but I did not work out. I did not do any exercising. I didn't do any of that. I literally just allowed myself to rest. I allowed myself to tap in with myself, with my thoughts, with my feelings, with the universe. I went through my budget. You know, I cleaned out my money. I cleaned out my finances. I cleaned out my closet. You know, I saged and cleaned my house. I meal prepped today. That was one of the hardest things ever. I'm fucking starving and I meal prepped today. Salmon, one of my favorites. Mashed potatoes, Alfredo. Did y'all hear that? My stomach just growled hella loud. Yeah, so I spent the time doing things to serve my highest good, to make my life easier. I just did the things that felt good to me. And I definitely feel a lasting change coming from this. I think even just with me being able to open up my calendar and feel ready to take on more clients, to feel like going live on Instagram, to feel like, you know, sharing more of my journey and to actually get my ideas and my downloads and the things that have been placed in my heart to share with you guys. That's a huge breakthrough for me. So all in all, I would say this solar eclipse, Libra new moon, detox has really blessed me in a huge way and has really aligned me with my personal intentions, and I feel good. I feel like I look good too. I mean, I do have a little concealer, a little eyebrow and stuff on, but I feel like I look good too. I feel good. I know my ancestors were happy because they're like, ooh, now all of a sudden you got time to reset your altars. Yeah, I definitely needed to reset. So this time detoxing, I definitely was able to sit back and listen to spirit to see what they wanted. I even, like I said, my gifts had strengthened, so I was catching smells, hearing things, seeing things, and I just knew, okay, you want this person wants that, fresh flowers, food offerings, different things that I could put on my altars, my different altars. You know, they deserve to be honored, to be refilled. And so yeah, that was another thing that I experienced as well, resetting, refreshing on my altars, unpacking a lot of the things that came through for me in Georgia, my trip, not just physically but mentally, spiritually, emotionally, reconnecting with my partner, reconnecting with myself, and just cleaning out my space and preparing for all the new blessings to come. Whatever it is that you're focusing on, even in this moment, if you're watching this later, I hope that it is bringing you those same blessings, that your gifts are strengthening, and that you continue to find mental clarity, because I think that's what it really came down to for me, is that mental clarity, okay? And we all need that. All in all, it's a beautiful experience. I would definitely do this again in the future. This is something I might even incorporate in my life on a regular basis, maybe even each season, just to fully reset, you know? Okay, so that's it. I just wanted to share with you guys, you know, I got a prompting from the divine and I decided to follow it. There is a lot that can come from just listening to your intuition, following your gut, and also cleaning and clearing your gut. Okay, so I hope that you found blessings. Please, if you did do this detox, or maybe if you're watching this later after the solar eclipse and everything has finished, and you decide that maybe you want to do 1 day, 3 days, 5 days, 2 days, however many days, or maybe you don't want to do only water, maybe you want to do smoothies, maybe you want to do raw food, maybe you want to just go without meat for 3 days, like whatever feels right in your spirit. I hope that you do take that journey and that it leads you to strengthening your spiritual gifts and connecting with your higher purpose, connecting with your ancestors, and getting breakthroughs in your life, whether it's inspiration to finally finish that project, whether it's to go out on that date, like whatever it is that you've been trying to manifest. I guarantee you, if you detox and purge and remove a lot of the stuff that's been stagnant in your life, you will see an overflow of intentions coming in, blessings, and receiving. Okay, so with that, I've definitely gone over 20 minutes. Of course, I have a lot to share with you guys that came through for me during this period. I'm so excited. I already have 2 or 3 video outlines ready to go, so I will definitely be on top of that. Also, if you are interested in readings, my November calendar will be opening up. Okay, get in while you fit in, honey. It's opening up, so if you are interested in tapping in with me, if I'm a vibe that you like, sit one-on-one with me and see how you can figure out your personal journey, what blockages are standing in your way, or how you can better define your purpose, how you can better love yourself, how you can better clear out any stagnant energy, honey, hit me up. Okay, you can either email me, my email is down below. You can message me in my DMs on Instagram, which I'm at dlovejourney, same as here, or you can go ahead and submit the reading request form that's also linked down below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Until then, I'm sending you guys so much love. I hope that you continue to learn yourself and know yourself more and more every day, and that you show up on your journey as your best self. All right, peace.